After Warner Brothers' huge announcement about now focusing on 4 franchises as their priority, one of them being DC, but in particularly Batman, we've kind of got some more details about what's going on behind the scenes. Please leave a like, and I also want to send you over to my new superhero games channel at Balbomania Infinity, where we've already talked about a potential upcoming Superman game, and we're also talking about the Batman and other DC games over there too. So it was said and rumored behind the scenes that after the failure of Kill the Justice League, Rocksteady was pitching a brand new single player game, and it had seemed to be greenlit by WB Games, as it was kind of stated that Rocksteady's intention for the Suicide Squad game wasn't actually to make a live service, and that came from upper management. And we all speculated that this new game would likely be the Batman game, and from the Kinda Funny Games podcast, known insider Jason Schreier gave us an unofficial confirmation about what Rocksteady is actually working on. When the topic of Rocksteady came up and he was asked, do you know what they're working on? Jason Schreier said that he couldn't actually say what it was for obvious reasons, because he's an insider and doesn't want to lose his sources, of course, but very candidly he did say you can probably guess what it is, and he kind of said it in like an obvious tone, which obviously points to the fact that they are making a Batman game and he knows all about it, which tells me that this is a 99% confirmed Batman game that Rocksteady is 99% working on. And it's really nice now that we've had Jason Schreier kind of allude to the fact that yes, Rocksteady is working on a Batman game now, but we still don't know what type of Batman game this is going to be. Will it be a continuation of the Arkham franchise? Will they forget Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League ever existed? Will it be a brand new universe? Will it be a part of the DCU universe? Will it be a Batman Beyond game? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, we are going to be getting a brand new Batman game from Rocksteady themselves. Now I actually want to talk about WB Montreal. I actually want to move over to WB Montreal, in which we discuss what they were working on over on my new channel Balbomania Infinity, as I made a video about a potential Superman game, as it seems they could have multiple DC single player games in the lineup. The rumor came from the Taladia Plays podcast, in where he spoke with a trusted leaker to him, who stated that WB Montreal are working on a DC Universe game with flying mechanics. Now this could be for something like a Batwing, and doesn't necessarily mean like a Superman or a flying character. And there was also a job description for a senior producer role to join its game development team working on AAA titles set in the DC Comics universe, pointing towards multiple AAA titles, meaning they could be working on 2 or more. And if we look back on WB Montreal's past cancelled games, they actually had a really amazing looking Superman game with tons of concept art and even a costumes menu, and it looked like the Superman game of our dream. However, that was cancelled and they ended up working on Gotham Knight. Another incredible game that was in their lineup was Project Sabbath, which took inspiration from Batman Beyond, but in this case it wasn't going to be Terry McGinnis, rather Damian Wayne, who took up the mantle of the Batman in a future version of Gotham City, where we would see the return of Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and even a female Black Mask. And they would even feature an old man Bruce Wayne, who looks absolutely incredible with his ripped up cape and his batsuit with braces and exoskeleton legs, because at this point he would be very old. Now this game was also cancelled, they ended up working on Gotham Knights instead, and I really think that this is how the Arkham series should have continued, through this type of story with a time jump and featuring a brand new Batman, and of course taking inspiration from Batman Beyond, and we could even have a dark cyberpunk aesthetic Gotham to make Arkham feel a lot different in the future. And now it seems that WB Montreal are seemingly working on more than one DC Comics video game. These are AAA video games, so they won't be mobile games, and it would be really cool if they could go and revisit both these 2 cancelled projects, as Superman is about to have a huge debut in his new universe. So a game that coincides with Superman now being in the mainstream media once again, back into the limelight, would probably actually help with the sales of the game. And it would definitely make sense to have a Superman game out there, especially now that Superman will likely be more prevalent in future movies. And if Rocksteady is about to work on a brand new Batman game, well then something like Project Sabbath is different enough to have something new and fresh within this Batman game sphere. It happened before with Arkham Origins, as that released between Arkham City and Arkham Knight, and I think it would be really cool to have a Batman game in a completely new setting with a completely new Batman with different futuristic gadgets and an old Bruce Wayne to help him out. I also should mention that James Gunn himself did confirm that we will be getting AAA games set within the DCU, and these games will tie in with the overall DC universe that James Gunn is heading. So perhaps that one of these WB Montreal games is actually a tie-in game to the DCU, which could be a brand new character, but we'll have to wait and find out. Also, Warner Brothers is looking looking to license out its IP to other game studios, so they're not going to be hoarding all their franchises. And I'm sure DC is also on the table for another studio to come and look at what kind of superhero games that they want to make and license it out from Warner Brothers to then go and make that DC game. And we've already seen that recently with Camouflage, an Oculus Studios game, getting the license for the Batman Arkham series and then making a MetaQuest game, which is still set within the pre-established Arkham universe that Rocksteady had created during the timeline of Arkham Origins, which WB Montreal kind of set. So it is very possible for other studios to come in and ask to maybe go ahead and handle the Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman IP to create a brand new game for consoles, for VR, for the Apple headset, and so much more. But there is the opportunity on the table. It's nice to know that Warner Brothers isn't just keeping it all for themselves, in where they hardly even use any of these franchises and IP to even make games on them. But it seems now that they have a strategy focusing on 4 franchises, being DC and the Batman, Hogwarts Legacy, Game of Thrones, and Mortal Kombat. I am very excited for Rocksteady's Batman game, and I do think it should be a continuation and it shouldn't go into the origin timeline, or I believe that Rocksteady could set it in a brand new universe and hopefully link it to the upcoming Wonder Woman game, and if there is a Superman game in development, link it also to that, so that within these Batman games we can now be setting up the wider DC universe and even lead up to hopefully a Justice League game. And with WB Montreal, I desperately hope for a Superman game. I think that would just absolutely blow my mind if they announce one. I would really like them to continue with a Batman game and something very different like Project Sabbath, as they've basically already kind of explored the past. They've already done Arkham Origins, so it would be nice for them to go ahead and have a chance at the future, whether it be a separate timeline. I don't think that really matters. I think we just want great games. But that Cyberpunk Batman Beyond setting with Damian Wayne, they could even change it to Terry McGinnis, and you can even market it as a Batman Beyond game, would be absolutely incredible. It would definitely have people extremely excited, and from WB Montreal alone, that will be 2 surefire hits with a Superman and a Batman Beyond like game. And then you know that a Batman Rocksteady game will be a surefire hit too, whether it be in a brand new universe. And I think with a Wonder Woman, a Superman, and a Batman game in the lineup, they should definitely try to link all 3 together and definitely set up a Justice League game. It is a very exciting time for DC Universe games. It seems that Warner Brothers Games has got a focus on the DC Universe, and they know that they can't try to exploit the live service model, since it didn't really work out for them last time and lost them a ton of money. Single player is the way to go, especially with these characters, and it seems like they've got a lot of games and a lot of plans tightly under wraps. So guys, my superhero game updates channel Balboa Mania Infinity is live, and I will be having brand new videos on that too, talking about Batman, talking about Superman, and so much more Marvel games too. Go ahead and please subscribe over there. Please like the video so it reaches more people. Comment down below what you think about this news, with Jason Schreier basically confirming a Batman game. What 2 DC games do you want WB Montreal to be working on? Let me know in the comment section below. I thank you so much for watching. Have a great 2025. Peace out, God bless, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.